Now, Scratching Cat, you have to enjoy everything for the simple fact that you're an awesome woman, and the fact that you've got more subscribers only shows the awesomeness that you've given to me and the rest of the people. In regards to your witch, kudos on that, because I wouldn't have thought of actually doing that, but you brought something up that I just want to share. When I was growing up, I used to watch Hilarious House of Frightenstein. Now, there was one guy doing pretty much all the characters except Igor and I think the Count, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to think. But he played Griselda, and Griselda was a witch in it. Griselda the Witch. And it was a cooking episode for Griselda the Witch. She had all these gross ingredients. She'd throw them into the cauldron, but she'd always have Polly. Polly would be the stuffed crow on a branch, and she'd always, "You naughty Polly," and she'd smack him with the dust going up in the air. Having fun with that. Now, with that said, she'd also have ingredients that she'd throw in the cauldron, like I said. Now, this is the interesting part, because I remember this from when I was a kid, and God forbid I forget these while I'm doing this as a live upload, but she'd always pour all of everything in this bowl, wooden bowl with a wooden spoon, and she'd then mix it together. It would be this disgusting goop. You wouldn't get to see it much except the splash or the actual ingredients falling together, and then she'd go to this big pot of boiling, cauldron, basically. A big cauldron of what looked to be boiling water. They used dry ice for the effects. It was nifty. She'd tip it, and then she'd stir everything around. On her way towards the cauldron, she would always smack her head against the pots and pans that were lining the cauldron around and around. And she'd always stop and go, "Woo! That kind of hurt." And then she'd go on. In this particular case, at the end of every skit, it was always the same thing. She'd always dump the things, and then she'd take this giant spatula or mixing rod, and then she'd push it around and go, "Cauldron, cauldron, boil and bubble, taster's choices, taster's trouble." And then she'd go, "Tasting time!" Take the wooden spoon and taste it, and you just hear this, and then you'd see her face just go, and she'd go, "Whoa, that's foul stuff. All right, next recipe." So that's something from my childhood, and that's something that's actually still playing nowadays. It's on YTV and syndication at 6 a.m. So go figure. Have a nice one, Scratching Cat.